Hey guys, good afternoon. I'm now signing my work. Postcards from NYC. And my first postcard is done. So thank you everybody for the first ones that have supported my project. And this is my first choice. I'm going to show that to you. My first postcard, number 1, 5th Avenue, Manhattan. That's the title of this. I write, of course, by hand a nice message. And this was what I just showed you, was the 5x7. I also have a smaller version. Totally depends on which, what kind of support you're giving me. Smaller version. It's all by mail, envelope, or not. Totally depends on what you chose for. I actually was in doubt regarding this first postcard. I chose for this, but I was also thinking, this is a nice one too. This is the same location, 5th Avenue, Manhattan, right in front of Trump Towers. For the ones who haven't noticed it yet, this is the Black Lives Matter graffiti on 5th Avenue. Very ambivalent about my choice. I'm going to explain that to you. This is the paint after it's been painted. All the rollers are being thrown in a bucket, and I thought this was a beautiful, it looked like the sun to me, a beautiful image. I did choose I went okay, I go for the right away striking visual, because this kind of has a story. You need to know what the paint was for in order to feel the gravity of this picture. And I thought, well, this is kind of this kind of says it right away. And visually, this is right away a striking image. The blue contrasting the yellow, the whole composition, all the different geometric shapes on this image. This is a beautiful, striking image. So I'm like, okay, let's go for it. Why I was ambivalent about it, it's because it has a political message. It has a political subject matter, let me say it like that. Because when I posted it on social media, everybody starts reacting to the subject matter. And that is actually not my motivation why I took this picture. I take a picture only because I think it is beautiful. Actually, what I don't want to transcend is the message that this graffiti is supposed to behold. I'm not a journalistic photographer. If you know my work, if you know my book, New York, New York, there's nothing that contemporary that shows any newsworthy subject matter. I just like to be driven by what I find beautiful. And that's why I was ambivalent, because I do have an opinion, but it actually is not something that I want to necessarily transcend through my work. It has to be beautiful. I just want to tell you, New York City is beautiful. And that's the only reason why I take this picture, and that I want to give to you. What you think about it and what you bring in it, I think that's great, but it's not necessarily what I want to do. And so, talk about the sun. It made me really think, what am I going to write on a postcard? And I was thinking of the sun. And I started to Google, and I found actually a definition of the sun, which I'm going to write on all these postcards, because I thought it was so poetic and powerful. The sun is a yellow dwarf star. Electric currents in the sun generates the solar wind, a stream of electrically charged gas, blowing outward in all directions. Man, it's a definition. I thought it was poetry. So I'm going to use it. I thought it was powerful. Also because of the subject matter, the electrically charged things blowing in all directions. I mean, I hope you understand why I thought this was connecting with the subject matter, with my image. So guys, that's it. Just wanted to explain to you. Oh yeah, let me show you the frames. So, did I show you the frames? No, I did not. Look how beautiful. So, depends on totally what you supported me with, but you can maybe even receive this beautiful frame, plexi and wood. Look at this. Isn't that great? And for the 4x6 postcards, I chose this plexi frame. I thought it was beautiful too, because you can also still read the postcard, which is really nice. Oh man, that's it. Postcard number 1. If you haven't signed up yet to receive every month a beautiful postcard from New York City, since you cannot travel to New York at the moment, I'll bring New York to you. So just, you know, take a look at my Patreon page, and if you feel this is a great way to support, then go for it, put me to work. That's what I just wanted to say. And I'm gonna work now on postcard number 2. After I've signed all this, I'm gonna like mail this out and think about what's next. Thank you so much, and hopefully till next time. All right, bye bye.